Hello. So we're here to check our worksheets, 89 and then the back on that. So there are lots of different ways to combine sentences depending on how they're made up. So we're just going to take a look at some different ways to do that. This obviously says sentence combining with compound subjects and verbs, which we have learned that compound means two or more. So we are going to be making simple sentences, meaning one independent clause, but it might have two subjects or two verbs. It's not going to be a compound sentence. It will be a simple sentence because it's just one independent clause. All right, so let's look at some examples. We have Larry gave his speech today. Maria gave her speech today. If you look at those two simple sentences, you have two different subjects and one predicate, gave their speech today. So in order to combine them, you can just combine and give it a compound subject, two people, Larry and Maria, with one predicate. Larry and Maria gave their speeches today. Another example with a compound verb. The teacher laughed. She dropped her book. So you have one person there, right? Simple subject. But she's doing two different things. So that's a compound predicate. The teacher laughed and dropped her book is a way to combine those two sentences. Down here, number one, and actually I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. Can't type over top of that because it's an image. We have Tim knows a lot about computers. Nasim knows a lot about computers. So we have two different people. So that's a compound subject, but they're doing the same thing. So we're going to make one simple sentence with a compound subject. Tim and Nasim know a lot about computers. That is a declarative. Number two. Linda made a bird feeder. She hung it in her yard. How many people do we have? One, just Linda. She's doing two different things. So we have a simple sentence with a simple subject and a compound predicate because she's doing two things. Linda made a bird feeder and hung it in her backyard. If you need to pause this to fix yours, go ahead and do that. Number three, Tracy raked the leaves. He put them in bags. We have one person, so that's a simple subject, Tracy. He's doing two things, so that's a compound predicate. We're going to make a simple sentence with a compound predicate. Oops, sorry. Tracy raked the leaves and put them in bags. Ooh, we're going to be combining sentences on the back. So this is actually where you need to flip your paper over. Sorry, mine is not matching up to yours. We have some different directions here, though. Circle the subject in each sentence. Then use the conjunction to make a compound subject. Write the new sentence on the line. Underline the conjunction that you used. Mine does not have lines because I had to retype it. But we are going to circle our subjects. Okay, so I just paused for a little bit and tried to find a way to circle my subjects, but I can't figure it out. So maybe one of you can teach me. I'm just going to underline them for simplicity's purpose. You should have circled mysteries, make popular novels, and then adventures is your other subject. Make popular novels. We have the same predicate, so we are going to make a simple sentence with a compound subject and a single predicate. Mysteries and adventures. Well, I should be capitalizing that. Make popular novels. All right, and it did say to underline the conjunction that you used. The conjunction here is and. That is a joining conjunction. It's usually used when things are compared. They share things. All right, next one. Men love to read novels. Women love to read novels. Children love to read novels. We actually have 3 separate sentences here with 3 separate subjects. Men, women, and children, and they all love to read novels. So in order to join these 3, we are going to need to use commas in a series. Men, comma, women, comma, and children love to read novels. We have a simple sentence with 3 subjects there. Compound predicates. All right, again, I can't circle them, so we will just underline. We visited a flea market. We bought an antique ring. So here we have the predicates, visited a flea market, bought an antique ring. We have one subject, we, so we can combine them. We visited a flea market and bought an antique ring. Merchants sold handmade jewelry. Merchants explained the art. Same subject, merchants, but they did 2 different things. They sold the jewelry and they explained the art. So we can combine them. Simple sentence, simple subject, compound predicate. Merchants sold handmade jewelry and explained the art. All right. I forgot to underline my conjunction and. All of these are sharing things, and so and is a good conjunction when they share like ideas. Okay, so now that you have checked this, you need to get a hardcover English book. I've already shown you where they are, and a loose leaf piece of paper, and you need to complete on the loose leaf paper page 65 in the book. You're going to complete numbers 11 through 15, and when you are finished, put them in your folder. All right, thank you.